Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to see the Lego Batman movie right now, the early 5 o'clock showing on Thursday, and holy crap, that is the earliest early Thursday showing I've ever been to, and I'm guessing theater chains and Warner Bros. Are doing that just for the sake of kids being able to actually go to the Thursday showings, and so that's pretty cool. And it also means I get to be awake afterwards, and you know, I'll be able to see sunlight, maybe, possibly, probably not, after walking out of the movie. And yeah, I just spent like the entire afternoon editing the rest of the Scuttler review, and you're like, the Scuttler, wow, that came out in December. And I say in the review, and I'll say it here, yeah, but I also had to finish my Rogue One figures, do the Rogue One showcase, then Rogue One came out, then Christmas happened, then New Year's happened, and then I got the flu, and then I got back to working on X-Men and doing a bunch of other personal things, and just basically no time to review any of the freaking like 15 sets Lego put out for this film. But man, I figured I would get at least one of the sets and review it, and so that's what I did. And that review is going up probably, I don't know, might already be up by now, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it feels like just last year or something that we got the first teaser. I think that's probably because it was, but it also feels like just last year that that the film was first added to Warner Bros. Roster, and it said February 2017. And that was 2 years ago. So it is now February 2017, and go to see the movie. Holy crap, I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. I'm hoping it'll be fantastic. I honestly have no doubts that it will be. But yeah, so cue the rest of the vlog where I talk about it. So, just got out of the movie 4 hours ago now, almost. Yeah, kind of. Actually, I think it was almost exactly 4 hours ago. Anyway, so the Lego Batman movie, by the way, before anyone says anything or posts any comments, told you the Christmas lights are probably still going to be up like year-round. We don't even care. I mean, we're in an apartment. We don't have a lawn. It's inside. And Christmas is the best holiday ever, so sometimes it's just gotta be Christmas year-round, man. I mean, nothing makes sense in this apartment. We have a sloth sitting on the couch. So, yeah, the Lego Batman movie. I want to discuss it really quick, though. I do want to give some updates on X-Men stuff and basically just get everything out of the way really quick before I talk about the movie, because I do want to make sure to those of you guys who do not care about what I think about the Lego Batman movie will get to see where I'm at with X-Men and all of that stuff. So since the last time I vlogged, I don't remember where I was at in the last vlog, but I've been making some pretty okay time. I'm hoping to finish up here within the next 2 weeks. That's got to be the goal, because I do have to move on to Logan and other things. And finally, for the love of God, put this behind me. And I forgot, I'm not using a phone. I can actually do this. So I have them in the studio right now. But I finished Mystique. I started on Nightcrawler, still got to do this guy's arms and legs, and then his tail, which really isn't that hard. Just got to sculpt the tip of it, and then also I got to do this guy's back. So as soon as those two things are done, then all of these guys will be done. And no, I'm not making Beast. I'm going to move on to characters I actually want to make, and not that I didn't want to make these. I wanted to make them last year, and now half the reason I'm finishing them was just because for you guys. So yeah, X-Men progress. I'm hoping that, like I said, I'll have those done in the next couple weeks here. And by the way, speaking of everything going on the studio here, it's, you know, it's kind of, I mean, when you see what my review station looks like, you know, my whole studio, after I do a review, it is such a mess. And I mean, you know, you'd think like, I mean, I can honestly recreate a review shot, like basically by just doing that sort of kind of, you can see how I line it up. And yeah, it's just kind of a mess. I just reviewed the Scuttler, and a lot of you guys didn't seem to mind that I reviewed it, which I think is great. I didn't really get any comments like, holy crap, why did you review this so late? I just, honestly, I picked out, I mean, I was excited with the Lego Batman movie. I went through all the sets, and I saw this one. I'm like, hey, 80 bucks, I can afford that. I'm not going to pick up the Arkham Asylum. I don't want all the characters in jumpsuits, so I went ahead and got the Scuttler because it has the best variety of minifigures, and the build just looked fantastic. Thankfully, I was right in both regards. The set is fantastic. I said so in the review, and the review ended up being half an hour long. And like, in the instance of like the Superhero Airport Battle review last year, I would have re-recorded that whole freaking video. But no, it's like I just wanted to talk about the set. I didn't even care how long the video was, even though it wasn't like my first review of 2016. So Yeah, what else? So, yeah, Logan, like I said, I'm going to be starting on that figure. I think I already mentioned that. I don't know why I mentioned it again. But another thing I want to bring up is the Super Bowl. That happened, didn't really care. Obviously, I'm not much of a sports person at all. I really should have probably turned on the lights in here, but I don't really care. So, yeah, just lots of things to not care about. Not caring about the Super Bowl, not caring about the lights not being on, not caring that my review is super late and super long. But yeah, I just kind of had the Super Bowl on like I do every year, and then I was like, wow, hey, the blue guys won. So that was pretty much my experience of the Super Bowl, and then obviously the new Guardians footage, which was great. And yeah, so Ninjago trailer came out for the Lego Ninjago movie, and I didn't know that that was coming out this year. Like, this was news to me. I don't know why. Like, I heard of the announcement for the Ninjago movie maybe a year or two ago, and then it just left my mind, never to be thought of again until yesterday when the trailer came out. Like, I literally had no idea it was coming out this year, and so I didn't know we were getting 2 Lego films this year, and I was like, okay. So, I think that's pretty great. I'm not much of a Ninjago fan. I was there when the brand first started, and I've just kind of spectated from a really, really far away distance. You know, all the sets and everything Lego's been doing with the brand. So, I mean, I'm not much of a Ninjago fan at all. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm excited to see yet another Lego film with this kind of quality, because my God, Lego Batman movie has just continued what the Lego movie started in the best of ways, and I'm glad that that's going to be expanding into Ninjago too. I think that's awesome, especially for people who are Ninjago fans, and the trailer looked great. So yeah, and honestly though, for like if you're asking like what I am most looking forward to out of the Ninjago movie, aside from the amazing movie it'll probably be, is the hair pieces, man. You see all those new hair pieces? It's super exciting for a customizer. But yeah, what else is going on? Yeah, Lego Batman movie thoughts. Forgot I was going to discuss that. So, walking out of the movie, I was like, okay. By the way, this is the part where if you don't care about what I think about the Lego Batman movie, you turn the video off. But I was like, all right, you know, that was amazing. That was fantastic. And like I said, it continued the level of quality and just incredible attention to detail that the Lego movie had, and the amazing humor. And I mean, all the jokes were amazing through and through. The entire film, like I said, it's amazing to think about all the people and all the effort that these animators and storytellers, and the writers put into it. Because you just think about all the work that has to go into a film like the Lego Batman movie, and all the work that went into like the Lego movie, and you're just like, it's mind-boggling, because it's just it ends up being so incredible. The final result, and I'm guessing the Ninjago movie in September already will probably be no different, because the Lego Batman movie, while it wasn't the Lego movie, I have to say it wasn't as great as the Lego movie was, because honestly, you ask me, I think the Lego movie was like this generation's Toy Story. I really do. The Lego movie is just the perfect representation of Lego as an idea, as a concept, as a brand, as a community. And so the Lego Batman movie didn't really continue those messages of inspiration and creativity. It's more so implied, while the main, and by the way, no spoilers for the Lego Batman movie, obviously, because there really isn't much to spoil anyway, but while the main message of the movie focuses more on family, the importance of family, and never being afraid to ask for help. And so those were the 3 messages that I took away from this movie, and I think most people will. While, you know, the whole concept of master builders and everything that went on in the Lego movie was more of a side thought. And I was kind of surprised, the disconnect from the Lego movie. While yes, like I said, the same quality, the same animation style, all the amazing attention to detail and beautiful shots continue, just like they looked, you know, to continue to be as amazing as they were in the Lego movie. There's definitely a narrative disconnect. While yes, you see characters from the Lego movie, like Superman, like, you know, the vampire, for instance, and the Flash, and a few of the other characters that were in the Lego movie. They're not mentioned, and I'm almost certain this movie was taking place after the Lego movie, so I was kind of surprised that Batman did not mention any of the events from the film, but it's still, I mean, it's hard to discuss a movie like this that has so much going for it, that so much work went into to make this. I mean, it's just hard to meant to talk about something on something of this scale in just a quick vlog. But like I said, I love the Lego Batman movie. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it through and through. I mean, I'm repeating what I said already. While it may not be the Lego movie, it is still a fantastic time. The humor is amazing. The design work is amazing. I mean, the characters were fantastic. The cast was fantastic. I loved all the different crossovers from other areas of pop culture that I won't spoil, that may or may not have been in the trailer. I don't know if they are. I certainly didn't see them in any promotional content thus far. There were a lot of scenes in the Lego Batman movie that were not in, or that were in the trailers that were not in the film. Like a few shots here and there. Nothing really major that I noticed, but just a few things. And I was like, oh wow, they didn't actually include this, or they didn't include that. But I mean, Will Arnett as Batman, I mean, he shined so strong. And one thing that I had me wondering was, in the movie, Batman struggles a lot with, I mentioned the whole concept of the movie's, one of the movie's messages being never to be afraid to ask for help. And so in the movie, Batman's trying to do everything by himself because he's Batman. And it's like, I mean, he takes it to a pretty extreme degree at one point in the movie too. And I'm like, why was this not a problem for him in the Lego movie? I mean, he was teaming up and working with everybody, no problem. It was pretty great. And then in this movie, he kind of like does a 180 from that. And but I mean, it's who cares? It doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to. Nothing's supposed to in this movie, which is why it's fun. I mean, and it's just, I more so out of this movie, I got not necessarily as incredible of a story, but just an amazingly fun time in the same universe as the Lego movie, and seeing what the DC side of things in this universe that Warner Bros. Has created for Lego, looks like. And it was just so fun to see Gotham City in this style, and all the different characters that Batman interacts with. All the jokes were amazing, like I said, and all the references. I mean, there are a couple really funny lines in there that were just, I mean, actual LOL, like, worthy. And when I say LOL worthy, we all type LOL on a daily basis, but we never laugh out loud. But in this, you actually will. So I walked out of this movie like, oh my god, that was great. I need to see it a second time before I can properly, I think, talk about it through and through. And I mean, maybe I'll do something spoiler related in the next vlog. But it's just, I loved the Lego Batman movie. It's crazy to think that, it's already been like 3 years since the Lego movie, and that now we've already come to the point where we have the Lego Batman movie spin-off. And I think it's crazy how fast time flew by, and how we already got here, and how we already have another movie of the same kind of quality that the Lego movie had. And I think that kind of sums up my very general thoughts on the movie. I really don't, like I said, it's so hard to discuss because there was so much going on throughout the entire film, but it's just such a fun time. And I really am so glad that, this is happening, that we have these movies now. We have the Lego movie now. We have the Lego Batman movie, Ninjago, Lego movie sequel. When I started in 2008, movies like this, of this scale and of this scope and of this quality, weren't even in the question. I mean, it's not even something that was possible. That's why we all went on YouTube, because we wanted to see our minifigures moving around. That was what really started the Lego YouTube community. And it's like, these movies are basically a dream come true for those of us that joined YouTube for those reasons so long ago. And so I think I'm done being super like philosopher words. I think I'm done being like super philosophical about the movie, and I think those are my general thoughts. I think after I see it a second time, I think I'm gonna go see it again on Saturday. I'll probably mention, like I said, do maybe a spoiler segment at the end of the next vlog. Yeah. So I think that's it, guys, for my general thoughts on Lego Batman movie. I'm sure there was probably plenty of stuff that I wanted to mention that I just didn't. God, this chair. I need to get a new one. Listen to this. I mean, it's like, of course, it's way worse than that normally. Like, yeah. Well, usually it's a lot worse, but of course, because I'm vlogging, the chair is sentient and it's not going to be as bad. But yeah, my general thoughts on Lego Batman movie, probably a lot more that I wanted to mention that I just can't think of at the moment because I want to watch a couple shows and go to bed, but that's it. And normally I would have had somebody like Joe, 111 Brick Reviews, or Nick, Epic Nick 100, but Joe was MIA and, well, Nick is Nick. And so, yeah, gonna end it there. See you guys later. Reviews up on the channel, The Scuttler, if you care. And I'll see you later. I'm gonna get back to working on X-Men. I was about to point the camera towards my desk, but they're still in my studio, so. Okay, I've been talking too long, I'm rambling. I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.